SMT Nation, we are back. Nation, here is an image I wanted to share with you guys and kind of like cover and offer you some commentary on what this tells us. All right, so pictured is this graph, and this histogram is actually, I think it's from the FCC directly. All right, so this is their data, and this is the top 10 provider footprints for residential fixed services in the US by population coverage. All right, and this is as of December 31st, 2023. Now, we await the 2024 data. We should get that at some point here, I think, in the next several months. So I can't really comment to that, but we'll make a new video when that data becomes public. But I want to take a look at some numbers, and then when we make the new video, we can see how things have changed over the course of the last year. Okay, so top 10 fixed services. These are home broadband options, residential, that are fixed. Okay, so this has nothing to do with mobile services. All right, number 10, Altice at 6%. Frontier also at 6%. Now, the reason why I wanted to mention Frontier is because Frontier is being purchased by Verizon. That 6% is now going to go to the Verizon footprint. Okay, so you got Cox at 7%, TDS, US Cellular, that's at 8%, and then you have Lumen at 11%. Now, things jump up after those bottom five, right? Verizon at 30%. So add on 6% from Frontier to Verizon moving forward, right? Then you have Charter at 32, Comcast at 36. Those are the big two cable operators. And then you have the big legacy telco, AT&T, at 38%. So Charter at 32, Comcast 36, AT&T at 38. So with Verizon getting Frontier, you're going to see that number jump up. It's going to put them more in line with what AT&T has done with their build. T-Mobile is number one here, and it's at 66%. And that's because their fixed wireless access service is the most mature of all the mid-band 5G builds, and they offer fixed wireless service to customers at all those past addresses. It doesn't mean that customers are taking the service. It doesn't even mean that they can sign up everybody. It just means it's offered at those addresses, right? So what you're going to see in the 2024 data, whenever we do get that, you're going to see the Verizon number jump up substantially for two reasons. The acquisition of Frontier, and then the fact that their 5G ultra-wideband build-out has scaled really, really quickly over the course of 2024. T-Mobile, that number is probably going to increase a little bit. AT&T's number will also increase a little bit. They've added more fiber. They've gone to some new areas. They've got the BlackRock deal, with Gigapower. I'm not sure if that shows up in the residential coverage. Comcast has probably grown a little bit. Charter grown a little bit, right? Maybe 1%. You'll see those increase. But the others are probably mostly stuck, right? Those little guys. But it's going to be exciting to see. I think the most telling story is going to be the Verizon piece, because they've built out the 5G ultra-wideband, the C-band, much more. They offer the services in more places for home broadband, plus the acquisition of Frontier. Also interested to see what happens with AT&T as they've organically built out their fiber and formed partnerships. And with T-Mobile, I guess, they've also, they're going to purchase a couple of companies and some joint ventures as well. We'll see what happens to those percentages. So will T-Mobile be the first one to crack 70%? Or might it be, Verizon kind of hot on their tails? Where do they end up? 50, 60%? Now that they've built out the 5G ultra-wideband, it's going to continue to expand. And where does AT&T end up in this? Because they're also building out their 5G plus network and offering fixed wireless access services too. Really interesting stuff. We'll track it. We'll see what the data tells us in the future. But for those of you that were interested in knowing and learning which carriers offer, the largest networks, it's these, right? So pretty interesting stuff. What do you guys find interesting and telling here? What do you think about this data? Is there anything that you question? What are you looking forward to in the future from the 2024 data? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on it. Comment down below. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Like, share, and subscribe for more, and we'll see you all on the next video.